Hi guys, sorry it's taken me so long to get to the procedure for the new DP, but here it is, and hopefully this makes it a little bit more easy to work out. So obviously we have to review all our old DPs for the second semester of this year. So to do that, because we've got the new DP template and the student profile, we've got two options. So you can use the old template in Office 365 and just update the goals section. And you can use the new template, but you need to keep all the information from the old DP because I just don't have time to create all new student profiles for the old students. So I'm going to just show you a little bit more about what I mean for that. So option one, if you use the old template, you only need to use the goals page and you just need to update the student goals. There's no need to update any other further information, but it needs to be kept in Office 365. So what you would do is you'd create a new DP with the first two pages and the goals page, and then you can keep it stored on Office 365. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute, and I'll get through the PowerPoint first, I think. So option two is using the new template, but keeping all the information from the previous DP in Office 365. And these can be uploaded into Teams under your class list. And I've already started to set that up for you. So again, I will show you what that looks like in a minute. It's the setting up and storing things which has changed quite a bit. So that's probably going to be the trickiest part because we're moving away from Office 365 in order for us to store on Teams and then eventually to upload to Sector. So that's probably the biggest tricky part that's going to happen in regards to this. So from transition 4 onwards, we need to use the new template. So these are going to be stored along with the student profile on Teams. So you'll need to go to Kununurra, General Files, Class Documented Plans. And again, I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Your T4 students' DPs have been uploaded into Teams under T4. And you can bring your transition DPs over to there as well, but this is optional. So we need to make sure that we're using those transition DPs as well. That's really important so that we have got records from when our students start. So I'm hoping that you guys have set them up. If you haven't, let me know and I can sort that out for you. So from T5, DP, student profiles, student goal DPs are all going to be stored under Teams. So we've moved completely away from our Office 365 ones. So if you use a new format, then there's a class list folder with the sample DP, which can be edited for use with your current students. And again, I'll show you that in a minute. And the reason for them to being stored under Teams is so they can be edited and reviewed. So when you put anything on Sector, you can't edit it or review it. So every time your DP is reviewed, you basically have to create a new one and you have to upload the other one under Sector so that it's stored there under student goals. So that information is in that student services handbook of all where you're going to store the new goals and stuff. So just make sure that you check that out. And my responsibility is to get the student profiles done, and they're going to be stored under Teams as well. And once you've seen them and you're happy with them, then I'll upload them onto Sector as well. So that's what I just said. Every time you review your DP, then you have to upload the old one onto Sector. The excursion template, we've got a new excursion template that we're having to do, but that's probably not applicable to you guys. And yeah, just be patient because it's a new process and there's going to be issues, but if you've got any feedback or questions, let me know. More than happy to help. So remembering also that we have to make sure that our parent/guardian has signed both the transition DP and also the goals DPs as well. So that's really important. If they don't sign it, if you've emailed or made contact, then we just need to keep record of that as well. So that's just important for the NCCD collection of data. So that's the end of the slideshow, which is very exciting. So now I'm going to show you about what I meant with the options. So if we go into one of your students, so this is what I was talking about with option 1. If you're reviewing your students, so basically if you want to use this template, you can. So what you'd need to do is you just need to copy all this information. So that's that one, and then not any of this. Then your goals here, and you'd make a new template, and then you'd store it here under Office 365 as your review for semester 2. So that's what you can do. I've had quite interesting conversations with many of our teachers. They're going to bite the bullet and go to option 2, and I think probably it's best to do that because we're going to be swapping anyway. So I would recommend probably to give option 2 a go. So let me just show you under Teams where I've got your stuff, so you know. So I'm in your Teams and I've made a class documented plans here. So your T4 students, so they're there. So I haven't put the transition ones there because I didn't know where they were. So I didn't know whether you guys were using them or not. So Ange, that might be a conversation that we need to probably have at some point. So there's Janisha's DP ready to go when you're ready to put in the goals. So there it is there. Now, tricky thing with Teams that you've got to open it in the desktop app in order for this information to work. The other thing we've discovered that it's probably going to be highly beneficial that you have the template on your desktop. If you're going to be reviewing all your old students' goals, do it all on your desktop first before you upload it onto Teams, because otherwise it's going to be up and down, backwards and forwards, trying to upload things and edit things when you can do it all on your desktop and then upload it onto Teams. That's probably the best thing. And under your class list, this is where I've put the template. So that's your template there that you can use to update the old students, and hopefully that makes sense. And again, I will put the student profiles there as well once I've got them done for your T4 students. So I'm going to start with these 2 students here, and I think you've got another one coming as well. So basically any testing or anything like that now, so all those folders that we've had on Office 365, they're going to sit there, but they're going to become obsolete because anything from now on is going to be uploaded onto Sector. So once you have these, your transition DP signed and you're happy with that, that would get uploaded into Sector as well. And so would these once you're happy with these as well. Michelle's really big on making sure that you've had discussions with the student as well, so they've got input into their goals. And then you have obviously your goals that you create for them. I think eventually this will be simpler. It's just going to be a bit of a process to get used to it. So I'm hoping that that helps. If you've got any questions, just let me know, and I am more than happy to help, like I said. And yeah, let me know, and hopefully it will be a smooth transition. Okay, see ya. Bye.